Six Matadors scored in double figures as the Cal State Northridge men's basketball team defeated Pacifica College 99-58 Saturday evening at the Matadome. Stephen Hicks led Northridge with 18 points and 10 rebounds, while Josh Greene had 15 points and dished out a career-high 11 assists. After holding an 8-point lead at halftime, CSUN jumped all over the Gladiators in the second half, outscoring them 57-24. Freshman Alan Guay scored all 11 of his points in the second half, and Stephen Maxwell added 12 points for the game. Sophomore Akeel Quinn finished with 10 points, including 2 3-pointers, and in his first game back with the team, senior Michael Lizarraga came off the bench to finish with 10 points and 7 rebounds. The Matadors hit the road for their next contest, a meeting with Washington on Thursday, December 22nd at 7 p.m.
First half, they were down only 8. They were very undermanned, undersized. What was it that allowed them to stay in the game in the first half?
Being careless with the ball. We had 14 turnovers in the first half, and we were letting them backdoor us, and they got a lot of points in the paint. They got a lot of layups. This team wasn't a very good jump shooting team, so we kind of let them, play to their strength. They got a lot of layups on us, but in the second half, we turned up the defense on them, took care of the ball, and then that's when got us the lead.
Have you ever played against in college, a team that only suited up 6 players to begin the game?
Nah, I haven't. I haven't. I've never seen that.
Does that mess with your head a little bit? Just like to know that you're playing somebody you're supposed to really beat really badly, and
that's part of the psychological part of the game. But at the same time, you have to be professional about it and still not take anything for granted, because you have to have respect for the game that you can still lose. So, we still had our goals and what we had to do as a team, but our goal wasn't to focus on them, because we have Washington next week. So our goal was to get better and focus on what we need to do to get better as a team for Washington next week.
You say you didn't see, you've never seen a team just suit up 6 players. Did you see them add 2 players after halftime? Have you seen that also? Just add players at halftime?
I've never seen that either. I've never seen that either.
Did you notice that, and were you just
No, not really. I don't really pay attention to the other team. I just focus on my team and what we need to do to get the win.
So now you guys are on a winning streak 2 in a row. What needs to continue for you guys, to just keep getting better and keep getting results?
Keep working harder. Can't be satisfied. We play a big team, another Pac-12 team, and they're coming off a good win, and we can't be satisfied. We have to take our game to the next level.
Your team, played against an undermanned, undersized team tonight, but they were down only 8 at halftime. What was it that allowed them to stay in the game in the first half?
We didn't defend at all in the first half of the game. It's been a long week for us. Guys are getting out of final exams and everything else. I knew we'd be a little bit sluggish, and tonight we came out and didn't have a lot of energy. We're sluggish, and you have to give them some credit too. They attacked us and got about 10 or 12 points off some back doors on us. So we made some adjustments at halftime, and our guys really stepped it up defensively. Got challenged a little bit at halftime, and that's what changed the game around.
How do you get your team to just keep focused, knowing that they're playing a team that in their heads, they think they're supposed to beat by a lot?
Well, that's hard, especially with a young team, because young guys don't necessarily understand why you have to play hard all the time and put your best effort out there on the floor, because on any given night, anybody can beat you if you don't play hard, you don't play well. And in the first half of the game, that team, we got a lead and we just kind of got complacent, and we kind of got a little bit selfish offensively, and defensively, like I said, we just didn't do anything. So, it was good for us. We needed some guys to get a little bit of confidence, knock down some shots. So it was good to see some guys knock down some shots and do some things offensively.
You've had a long career here. Have you ever seen a team just pretty much have 4 players, to start, maybe then just a couple more at it, and then 2 more at halftime?
No, we were in here at before the game, and they were telling me, Coach, they only got 4 players here, and my stomach was turning. I've never been involved in anything like it, so I know traffic and everything was bad, the weather was bad, and everything else. So thank God they ended up with at least 8 guys here. I know they at the beginning had 6 guys. So, but no, that was a little nervous time for me.
You guys are now on a 2-game winning streak. What needs to continue to get better for you guys to continue to get results?
Well, not just the winning streak is not as important to me as the fact that we've been playing pretty good basketball the last 4 games, and I've seen the improvement on film. I've seen the improvement in practice. So we're starting to understand some concepts a little bit better. We're doing things better. Just this first half tonight, you know, I'm going to credit that to, like I said, the long week, and we only practiced 2 days the whole week, and with final exams and everybody just being burned out mentally and everything else, you know, but we've been playing good defense, good basketball, and so that's what I'm watching, and that's what you know, gives me hope that we're headed in the right direction. Obviously, we've got a big game this next week against the University of Washington at their place, so it's going to be a challenge for us. But again, I'm just continuing to just look for those things that we're doing better every night and where we're improving.